There are times in this game when you build for regularity and productivity. And there are times when you build because you want something to look good. The hard part is when you want to do both. So like I said last time, I wanted to rebuild this whole refinery thing. Got 2 pure, 2 normal oil nodes. They're all now double overclocked. It's going to give me a lot of oil. A lot of oil for a lot of fuel. A lot of fuel for a lot of power, because the next phase of factory expansion is going to make this this blue line go way up here. I wanted to kind of get ahead of that in the hopes that I don't accidentally shut the place down. So, 3 banks, 8 refineries, making fuel. 3 banks of 4, 2 making plastic, 2 making rubber. 1200 megawatts, 160 plastic, and 120 rubber. That's the had to overclock the rubber plantation, the rubber production, because these systems are set up to use 60 polymer per minute, and rubber production doesn't use 60 a minute normally. Usually uses like 40. And since I didn't want to throw off too much symmetry, I had to do that. So don't mind a bunch of the stacks over there. I'm slowly tearing that all down as I make room in inventory for stuff. I was putting this together and I got it all done and all lit up. And it hit me. There's the people that I watch, there's not many of them, but I tried to watch a bunch of stuff to figure out how to make some slightly more interesting builds. There's a very, how do I put this? The usual style is for something that is repetitive, efficient, productive, symmetrical. These are all qualities that appeal a lot to people who like the color inside the lines. Take that phrase however you choose. I am the kind of person who will build stuff and then add bits and bobs around that make the place look lived in. And that was one of the problems I had, is I got this place all built and it looked sterile. Right? Now, I'm not coming from an industrial background myself. People that wall in all their buildings, there are things you wall in, there are things you don't. Everything in this game is essentially weatherproof because there's no weather. So you don't have to wall anything in. And from an industrial background, if you wall everything in, you are the kind of person who hates people that have to look after it afterwards. Walls get in the way of stuff. Walls might keep heat in. Walls trap heat. Walls trap moisture. Walls... Everything over there is made out of walls. Everything over there has got walls on it. I want something that doesn't have walls. As well, people have to work on stuff. And when people work on stuff, they have to store things. And one of the things I was having an issue with this game was how to properly convey what happens in an active workplace where things have to be maintained. Now, nothing in this game has to be maintained. But there's something that happens when human beings have to work in an area on a semi-regular basis. That thing is called clutter. Clutter happens. If you have ever worked anywhere, clutter happens. Clutter happens because people put things down. People slide things under the desk. People have to abandon projects halfway through. right? Something might not be working, but there's parts on it that work. And hopefully the next time another one of those things break down, you can rip parts off of it to fix the other one. So you don't have to like order new stuff all the time, because I know like office people, if something breaks down, you have to replace a monitor, you replace a chair, depending on the environment. If you're in an industrial area and something breaks down, and it's a lot of the times that thing is big. If it's big, you have to get it there. You have to get it to a place you can work on it, put it somewhere until you have the manpower to work on it. If you've ever been in a situation like this, nothing ever shows up the day you plan to work on it, where it would be easy for it to come off the truck, get moved over, get put down, get put in, problem solved. Never happens. On paper, yeah. Planners, morons. Engineers, idiots. Don't understand that the world is not run by their timetable. Just don't. So, clutter is going to happen. Did we order a few extra barriers? Yeah, we'll just put them somewhere. We'll use them eventually. Fences? Yep. All this stuff. I got halfway here. Coffee break hit. I put my stuff down. And I got called to a different job. This has to go in next week. But the carry deck is busy today. So it'll go in when it goes in. We'll just get all the stuff over there. Right? There's a big project coming up. Stuff needs to be stockpiled until it's time to use it. This thing's borked. But the forklift's not around to move it. Won't be for a month. It's going to stay here. And the moment this sets down, things accumulate around it. Because if this can't move, you can just drop stuff next to it. And it becomes the problem of the guy who has to move this. No, not that. That. Right? When this guy comes in to move this thing, to haul it out of here because it's broken, they can clear all this crap up. They can pick this junk up. It's their problem. This is stuff that happens. Something will get built with the intention that eventually, we'll have build with a lot of extra room, because eventually something will get upgraded. Right? So I've got 2 extra battery storages here because there was room for them. Yeah, put them there. Set them up. Not too bad. Space. This got set here. It was a nice dry spot to put down some junk. Hopefully this concrete won't get rained on. Dude was over here. This constructor broke down. It still has enough good parts on it that we can still have other parts to make it work again. We'll always need extra beams. The painters haven't come by to do this. All this stuff. All tell their own little stories and make a place look lived in. And if you're going to build something that looks like people actually do work there, I think this is important, right? Like, this is clearly, we put a workstation this down here because you can work on it. Well, people here all the time. Who needs a place to sit down? So we, air quotes, found a couch, probably on the side of the road on the way to work one day. We made a table out of a pallet and some stuff. Put my things down. How's my coffee? Oh, my coffee's cold. I better go get another cup for cup. Oh. Whose coffee cups are these? Well, of course they're not mine. I have mine. My coffee cup is right here. Clearly, those aren't my coffee cups. I'm not picking them up. Right? I've got my chainsaw. Well, actually, I've got a second chainsaw. Still waiting for the ability to dual wield in this game. As fun as that would be. Clearly, those aren't my chainsaws. Right? My chainsaw is blue. Those are orange. Not mine. That jetpack can't be mine. Mine's right here. I don't know who it is. I'm not picking it up. Then the more time people spend somewhere, stuff accumulates. Maybe, your stuff accumulation just hits a spot where, boss doesn't pay a lot of attention. Where's the guy that's supposed to work on this? Haven't seen him. It's not here. No, he's not answering his radio either. No idea where he is. All these things help make a build look lived in. And I personally think that looking lived in is at least as important as making the place look, efficient. Right? Some guy was... That tank's empty, that's why that's there. That's the new one. This thing we'll start that up next week. Not everything has to be hooked up all the time. Things can be around just because they look good. They break up the lines, right? Get a little bit of asymmetry. Not everything's got to be this. No, you don't. We bought a bunch of these boxes, but then they broke. Someone ordered a few of those ones, and then a couple went missing. That one just showed up one day, right? Like all these things. That one, that one specifically belongs to somebody. Don't touch it. He'll fight you because these setups happen. So I wanted to make sure that as I built this, that at least when I walk through it, it's going to look like someone was here, right? Like, I'm probably never going to upload this world. Ginger's probably the only person that's ever going to look at it. He's going to get a quick kick out of, oh, you got all this junk around, that's cool. That's as far as it'll get. But to me it's important. I need a small amount of clutter in my life to prove that I was here. And once I go accumulate a little more clutter in my inventory, I want to plop that thing down and see what it does. Okay, I think I'm about centered here. I would like it to be, reasonably centered. Just give me it was easier to build stuff. Wait, you have an input? Oh no, you have a thing that I didn't know about. What do you do? You're big. You have an animation. And a laser. So let's connect you up here. Should have, there we are, have a power line right there. What do you want? Do I have to feed you something? Static power circuit boost, okay. I hear you make a noise. Doing a lasery thing. What do you take in? You don't appear to have an inventory. This little wobble up and down is because of geothermal plants. What? Are you in or are you out? You're in. What are you in for? You burn it? Do you eat summer sloops? Is that the deal? That sounds bad. You have a yellow thing, so you're not happy. I don't recall. Well, do I have one left? I should have one left on me. This is going to seem like a bad idea. Okay. Well, there's nothing for it. Except to find out if that's what it does. Oh, hang on. Because nothing's ever facing the right way the first time. Let's break you down to 1. Put 1 summer sloop in here. Actually, hang on. Before I do anything, or I do anything, just in case this causes a problem. Is this what you do? Does the thingy go in? The thingy does go in. I think it went in. It ate a summer sloop. Doesn't tell me if there's any... I am at a loss. I fed it a summer sloop, it ate one. It's not there anyway, it's gone. You eat summer sloops. You're still unhappy, that's yellow. Which means you're unhappy about something, but I don't know what. Can I feed you anything else? What do I have on me that burns? Let's feed you a pellet. Probably won't take this. Or you'll explode. Nope. It eats summer sloops, but not for any purpose from which I can understand. Doesn't show me any way. Made a big noise. Or is that what you do? You just make noise. You provide a static power boost. You get rowdy about it. I'm afraid. It does. It's big and loud, and I don't understand what it does. Apparently, it does something like this. Blat. Which is hilarious to me. Why am I flying? Okay. Well. Now that I'm all wet. Now that I've turned it on and don't know what it do, I'm gonna go back to minding my own business. And maybe go visit a wiki or something. Or watch a video. It's got a very 90s color scheme in the middle. Wants to sell me razor blades. Yeah, I'll go find out what it does. And I'm sure by now you probably already know what it does because someone else has beat me to build one a long time ago. And next time, in the future, I'll hopefully understand it. Hopefully. I'll see you then.